Anthony August Larson here with Plugged In Magazine. We're at the Colleyville City Slickers event. Tell me about your business.
We own Sumits Hot Yoga in Colleyville. It is a yoga studio, and it's been open for about 2 years, 3 months. We basically, our main product or service is hot yoga. Also, we have other classes, not just hot yoga, restorative, vinyasa, and what else?
Optional weight.
Sculpt, like a weight class.
Did you say sculpt?
Yes, sculpt.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So does that mean you can like sculpt, is the idea to sculpt your body?
She teaches it, so, or she taught
I
it.
used to teach
Yeah,
it
she taught
prior
it.
to.
I don't teach. I just own the studio. So.
It's more toning, so it incorporates yoga, but it also has to do with a little bit more fitness aspect. So those that want to be able to not only have our yoga practice, because yoga, there's so many different types of yoga, so we want to be able to have everyone be able to do a whole bunch of different types of yoga at one studio. So the sculpt incorporates a little bit more of our active cardio in there, so not only will they sweat a lot, they'll move a lot, but they're also going to be working a lot more muscles that they don't usually do, because our original sequence that we're known for is a sequence that will be the same each time, and some people really enjoy that because it builds that muscle memory, and then people just kind of know what to expect. But then in time, as those muscles go, you kind of want to work other things, so that sculpt gives a little bit extra, a little push on them, but then in turn you also want to add in different things, so the complementary counter practice. So then you have our non-heated classes, so the restorative yin style practice that will work past the muscles, so joint mobility and flexibility. So then you kind of have an all-around fitness if people want to look at that in that aspect. Plus we have vinyasa, which is breath to movement, ups and downs, twists and turns, and that's teacher inspired. So that's also a whole different thing where it's totally different. Nobody knows what they're going to expect when they come into the room.
Like inversions and like arm balances, which are really popular right now, mainstream. So
You did such
music.
a good... Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it has heat and music, and the yin restorative classes are not heated.
Yep,
Okay.
So some people don't like that. They don't like heat. So we have that too.
You want to be able to. So though none of us are necessarily medical professionals, all of our teachers come from different backgrounds, so we bring that into the studio for what we teach. And then we also know that people come for different reasons. So as I was saying earlier to you, we just hold space for what people want to do when they come in there. So they work on physical stuff, emotional stuff, mental stuff. So we definitely like to say for a lot of our sequences and a lot of things that we try to put into it is hopefully at some point they get to a meditative, like they're able to have a flowing meditation, or they're able to go to the non-heated classes and focus a little bit more on relaxing, stress relief. So it's a lot of different things that you can gain.
It's a good cleanse. It's a good detox, not only physically but emotionally, spiritually. You can work through stuff. Like I always tell my students, your experiences live in your muscles, your bones, and so we kind of go in and twist all that out and get it all out. And people say they leave and they just feel like a different person. So
No, that sounds amazing. I could be wrong, but I suspect that this is the kind of thing that would apply to almost, anybody who is stressed out or works hard, or somebody. I respected the fact that you said you help people through emotional things, especially because we work with a lot of veterans. Do any of your clients benefit that have anxiety, for example?
Yes.
Talk about anxiety.
Anxiety is a horrible thing for anyone to experience, but basically what our practice teaches you is that you have the heat, you have the music, you have the teachers, you have a lot of things going on around you that you can't control. So that's kind of like life, right? And so if you can learn how to step back and just say, okay, what do I have control over in this moment? And what is that? That's my breath and that's my focus. And so once a person can learn how to do that on the mat in the midst of all the things that are going around, like happening around them, I tell them they can do that outside of the room.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it's a reflection. Yoga teaches you how to do life. Life teaches you how to do yoga. So we try to make that parallel for people in the room. So I don't know if you have anything to add with that.
That was a very good description. I'm serious.
I'm a yoga teacher,
Yeah. No, and what you said, it made me a little excited because not only are you a yoga studio, but you said something about cardio, which is kind of unique. Tell me more.
So by adding the cardio fitness, so the sequence as it was created by Sumits, we actually added that in there to have the cardio, so it's a one-stop place for our original sequence. So not only if people want to just have yoga, but then they also are able to sweat, and they're able, so they don't have to go to like 2 different yoga studios.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big, you guys, because I'll tell you, like a lot of people, even like my wife, for example, she'd be like, yeah, it's just yoga, but you have both.
No, it's
so
not just yoga.
I'm bringing her by. I think
It's
it'd be
not
fun.
easy.
Okay.
Yes, it's definitely not something. It's for all levels because we do encourage everyone to know that every day is going to be different. Our bodies are different every day, so you can take those breaks, but also to know that you have challenges like you do each and every day outside. So while you're in that room, you also have to remember that you're not always going to be able to do everything. So some of that challenge is letting go a little bit of having that need to do everything and have that ego. So it's to be able to like back off a little bit and just know that there are times where it's okay not to always go full force all the time. But also, if it was easy, then not, wouldn't everybody be doing it? So why not everyone try it? And the more that you do anything, it becomes a practice.
Yeah.
Consistency, then you're able to kind of build a little bit more of your endurance. You work on your breath. You're able to kind of just see what else you can do. So it's a never-ending practice for us.
It is, for
like all of
sure.
us, especially teachers.
Yeah, we've been doing it
this
for years. Like half a
Yeah.
decade for me, and pretty much the same for her. So it is a practice that never changes, but like we say, you change. So you kind of have to learn how to meet yourself where you're at, and there are people out there that cannot do traditional workouts like cycling or running 10 miles a day. And so we want to be able to help those people as well. They can come in and have that same cardiovascular experience as a person that is healthy enough to do those types of exercises.
So you help the disabled.
Absolutely. Yeah, people
Okay.
come in with all kinds of injuries. A lot of people with rheumatoid arthritis, people have had multiple knee surgeries come in. Oh my
Spine
gosh.
injuries.
Yeah, and this is all they can do, literally. This is all they can do, and it helps their pain.
You know what it sounds to me like? And this might be a little bit unique, but it sounds like if somebody was going through a crisis or like a really weird situation and like just got fired or divorced or something crazy, don't know what to do. Am I right? Like, is this
Absolutely.
like
It is.
life-saving?
Yes.
Okay.
100+%.
It's an escape.
It's an escape for things to where also we're not necessarily asking them anything they're going through. So a lot of times they know they can go in there and just work out
Safe.
whatever they need to do. We hold that safe, peaceful place for them. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to like work their bodies a little bit more,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that therefore if we work our bodies a little bit more, the whole goal at some point we'll be able to calm that mind, be calmed a little bit more, and their emotions kind of even themselves out a little bit, so that then they're able to kind of have a better understanding of how to deal with things and then be able to move forward and know that every single time that you come, every single day that you come, you're going to still be able to work out whatever you need to with no judgments, no expectations, nobody ever really telling you anything other than our goal while we're there is to guide you. We may push you a little bit
We
sometimes.
just want you to breathe. That's
Yeah.
all we ask you to do.
We
Just
might
breathe.
push you a little bit, but never in
Yeah.
a way to
In a good way.
In a
'Cause
good
we'll
way.
get to know you, so we'll
Yes.
know what you're doing, and like we'll see you like some days. Okay, what's going on with you today? Like I can tell you're not doing something that you normally do, but that's a family. Like we literally
Get to
our yoga family is like it's real, and we've built such a strong connection with our students and our community, and it's just so beautiful. People build friendships there that they've never had, and they last for years.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's not just knowing
Yeah.
people's names, it's actually knowing people's families,
Lives.
their lives, their jobs. They come in and then they start to get to know us as time goes on. So it really does end up being more than just a community event, it becomes
Yeah.
our family.
Yeah.
We spend so much time there.
cool.
You know, I've interviewed a lot of different businesses tonight. This is really amazing because, I think I told you that Plugged In Magazine was developed by the Star Spangled producers.
Yeah.
A no-cost vocational program for veterans to learn about media production and these things. As I said, we work with veterans. A lot of them, I love to hear what you're
we would love
doing.
to have them. Yeah,
Well, I
that's
love to hear what
great.
you're doing because I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm sure you've heard of the mindfulness-based stress reduction that's taking over the country right now.
Yes.
Even the VA is using mindfulness-based stress reduction. A lot of people with PTSD are being benefited from this, and so the fact that there's an option, and you're in Colleyville.
Yeah, we're in
Okay.
Colleyville
What's
on
your
Colleyville
address?
Boulevard. It's 4902 Colleyville Boulevard,
Okay.
Suite 102, right behind Walmart.
Okay. And the phone number for the office?
It's 817-503-2103.
Okay.
And the best way to contact us is to email us through our website, and the website is on the main page of the homepage. So.
That's perfect. I'm really glad to meet you guys. Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you
Hey,
for
I
having us.
appreciate